Hey folks, welcome to Friday's market wrap up here at Top Gun Options. Incredibly volatile week. I have my two assistants with me today. This is John, Peter, Buckley, Jack, and this is Keely Grace. Buckley, say hi guys. It's take your child to work day. So these guys have been helping me try and figure out why the hell the market is imploding today. And Keely reported that Apple was going down, and Jack, you reported on what?
Amazon was going down.
Amazon was doing really well, and some other potentially political stuff. So today, we might get the FISA memo released from, I don't know, I guess the Congressional Committee. So a little bit of volatility in that, but I got to be honest with you folks. We talked yesterday in the Analyze Your Trade about getting long volatility maybe on Monday. I felt it, and I was off by a day because this sell-off today was, and who was it? Kevin. I was talking to Kevin in the ready room about, he was holding the SPX bull put spread, which is just obviously getting completely blown out today. Overnight, I said the Amazon earnings were great, but Apple didn't do good. Facebook we talked about the other day, and also Google. So, but here's I got to be honest with you. The U.S. gaining 200,000 jobs in January, and wages picked up. I tell everybody that not only do I look at the non-farm payroll number here, the forecast was 181,000. We got 200,000. That's good, but look at average hourly earnings. For the first time in a while that I can remember, people, not only are we creating more jobs, they're getting paid more money. So that's pretty bullish, folks. But as I'm scouring the web and talking to people on the phone and stuff like that, people are saying I detect a shift in the market. All this stuff this was a record January. We haven't seen a January like this in since the early to mid 90s. So obviously we're gonna take a little off the table, and we predicted this 2 weeks ago, folks. I said buy some SPY puts out to the middle of February, not only because of Cry and Chuck and the potential government shutdown, but just because February is a volatile month, and we need to protect some of our profits. So that was a pretty good call. Amazon has raised its price target at Jefferies to $17.50, folks. I mean, we'll talk more Amazon earnings on Monday, but obviously this is the biggest green in the sea of red today. It's up 5.5%, $78. Great run out of Amazon. I've called this. I told you about 3-4 weeks ago, or I covered this 6 months ago. I said get out of all tech and get into. I said bail out of Facebook. Apple, I'm a little sour on. Amazon, get into a long call diagonal on Amazon. So I'm looking forward to next week hearing how people did that are in that long call diagonal on Amazon, because it's printing money. Apple, a record cash pile of $285 billion. That's an absolute record. The iPhone sales are a miss. I get it. Apple sandbags. They're a serial sandbagger, but this was a little too much for the market to bear. But I got to be honest with you. This was everybody knew this going into earnings. This is not a good-looking chart to go into earnings. There's a little bit of a dead cat bounce, and then bad earnings. I'd be out of Apple. I told them when they repatriated the cash, or they are repatriating the cash and looking to hire 20,000 people, I said, hey, I might look to get back into Apple. I'm taking that off the table, guys. All tech. And again, we had a nice discussion yesterday in Analyze Your Trade about Amazon, whether it's a tech company or, at least E-Trade calls it a services and retail company. They use tech, but it's a distinction without a difference. I would get out of Facebook and Apple, and I'd be all chips in on Amazon. And now it's a momentum play, folks. It's the Death Star. It is the best stock out there. So saw this coming. I'm off by a day. I said, hey, we talked Monday on getting long volatility, but it's never too late to get long volatility. I mean, look at this, folks. And starting Monday, I guarantee you we're going to have that countdown clock to crying Chuck Schumer and shutting down the government. So we have not only the the funding of the government, but we have the debt ceiling, and that's going to be a highly politicized and charged debate. So I'm maybe I'll hop off here and do an urgent alert. I still would look to get long volatility here, or maybe even just buy some VIX calls. Let's look at VXX and see what it's doing here. VXX. So yeah, big spike in VXX, up 8% today. And we talked about dogfighting our bullish and bearish double verticals. We got into a bullish double vertical, we got out of it, and we put on a bearish double vertical and got out of it. Now I'd look to get bullish on volatility again right here. So maybe I'll do an urgent alert on that, okay? So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless. come in here and Keely wave and say goodbye. And I'll see you guys Monday at 1 o'clock for weekly options. We'll see you.